Hello! Today I'm going to be showing off my LEGO Magic the Gathering Planeswalker collection. I'll show them all off individually, but we've got Garruk, Jace, Liliana, Chandra, Ajani. Back here we have Elspeth, Ashiok, Narset, Gideon, and Vraska. Urza, Teferi, Karn, Sarkhan. Then there's one special one that I will be showing towards the end. So to start off, here is Ajani Goldmane. The double-bladed axe is very simple. You can see how that's made here, just like that. And there's Ajani. Here is Chandra Nalar. Very simple build. This one uses a modified part. It's the Syndrome hair, but it has some Sharpie on it. So eventually I'd like to find a different piece to utilize. I was at one point using Dr. Inferno's hair from the LEGO Agents theme in 2008. However, it's mostly black with a little bit of orange, and I wanted mostly orange with a little bit of black. Here is Liliana Vess. Now, eventually I would like to buff out that red star from the Wonder Woman hairpiece so that it's just the gold. However, in the meantime, this is the best that we've got without modifying any of the parts. Here is Jace Beleren. He's pretty simple. Eventually I would like to get the printing on the cape, but in the meantime we're just using solid blue. So there you have it. Here is Garruk Wildspeaker. The axe was actually one of my favorite parts that I designed at the very beginning of doing all of these minifigures. The armor piece unfortunately was Sharpied way back when I first was making this character, but there you go. This is Garruk Wildspeaker. This is more of a Vraska from the Ixalan and after part of the story, so we do have the pirate sword. Here is Gideon Jorah. Here is Narset. And here is Ashiok that we first saw in Theros. Ashiok has this very unique design to his face, and so when I very first created this a long time ago, I used a piece of paper and I stuck it to the front of his face, used a little bit of Sharpie, and then just this hair piece to symbolize the sort of the smoke coming off the back of his head. So here is Sarkhan Vol, and the spear is something that I think I will use this building technique for Elspeth. But in the meantime, Elspeth Tyrell still has this modified spear that I created way back when I didn't have a problem destroying Lego bricks. So it's a broken bar piece with a sword glued to the end of it. So that's how the sword was made. But for the rest of Elspeth, she is totally legal, and that's what she looks like. Here is an attempt to make Urza, who is one of the most classic, legendary planeswalkers from the earliest Magic storyline. Here is Karn. The head mold is actually spray painted with a chrome silver spray paint, and Teferi is, you know, one of those classic planeswalkers from way back during Magic's earliest days of telling stories. And as promised, here is a bonus planeswalker that I created way back when. This is using basically the same build as the 2021, 2022 Ninjago. I think it was the Legacy Fire Dragon. I'll put a picture of what that set looked like. And I basically used the same building technique for the torso. And then I just went and I modified the neck, the feet. I gave him arms, and I moved the wings to the back. And this is what we came up with. So here he is up close. I don't love the head, but it does, I think, do Nicol Bolas justice. The wings utilize this little rubber band to keep them open. I don't know if you can see that here, but they can collapse. So that's what we got going. To hang him up, I have this piece that I just moved to the side, and then I utilize a little brick here with Technic brick with a Technic hole in it, and I use fishing wire to tie that and connect it to the ceiling, and then he can just sort of hang there, and I'll show you how I have him hanging up in the Lego room. But there is Nico Bolas. This is how I usually have him hanging up in the Lego room. These wings were made out of some leftover cloth that we had. I really like the look of the long tail, and this is what we got for Nico Bolas. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate all the support. Let me know if there are any other Planeswalkers you would like to see, and maybe we can do some more.